What's up, guys? Lord Coda back with another Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke challenge. In the last video, we defeated Commander Jupiter, got ourselves a couple more Pokemon. No, we didn't get any addition. Oh, we got one. We got a Cranidos. And this episode, I'm hoping to get a couple more Pokemon. One from Route 206 and one from the cave up here. So, with that said, we probably, I need to update my team like I have already done so in the bar underneath, because we need Rock Smash to get through the next cave, and we need Cut to get to our next Pokemon. So I did do some research. Fantina has a, if I can, Fantina has a Duskull, a Haunter, and a no, don't exit. Not deposit. Goodness. So let's see, Rose. We'll need to get into Route 206, and we swap that with Steve and Little Mac, and we swap Little Mac with Big Brain. Alright, that should get us to the next. This Pokemon setup should get us to the next city, which is like Hearthome or something like that. First, let's go up and... No, let's go to the cave first. I think we should go to the cave. And I think these guys are probably rock type? No, they're not hikers. I think they'll have just like random Pokemon. Let's just see what they got. Picnickers. Okay. Yeah, Pachirisu. Okay, so an electric type. Rose might be able to take this one. I really don't have any ground types. Let's see how this does. It's not great. So let's switch to Jocko. I think Jocko's a good solution for this. Yeah, he'll be alright. So let's get Flame Wheel going. So, Fantina, need a solution for Fantina. Because, wow, this Pachirisu is very bulky. Why is it so bulky? Goodness. Avoided a crit there on Jocko. Oh yeah, as I'm looking at, I'm realizing you guys, this is a new setup once again. I think in my last video I had set it up this way, or set it up a different way, and this video I changed it once again to have kind of a better setup for me. Let's forget a move. Let's forget that. So, yeah, I changed my setup. This is a lot easier for me. I have a lot more space going this way. I'm gonna go back and heal up because that was a ridiculous fight. I didn't really do very well on that one, so we're just gonna heal up. Speed this up. And yeah, I like this setup a lot more. But Fantina, so she's got a Duskull, a Haunter, and Miss Magius. Miss Magius is what concerns me the most. She's got Shadow Ball, Psybeam, Magical Leaf, and Confuse Ray. In addition to being a fully evolved Pokemon, fully evolved Stage 2 Pokemon. Rose is definitely not a good matchup here. But you know who is? Little Carpe Diem. So my initial thought with taking on Fantina, I think it would probably be a good idea to bring in Doofer wouldn't be a good idea because of the Magical Leaf. It's a water type. But we did get a Togepi. I think that's normal type. So if we spend some time grinding up Togepi, it would be a normal. It would be normal type, I think. I think having a normal type in this gym would benefit us. Shadow Ball wouldn't be an issue. Psybeam would. Magical Leaf. I mean, she's gonna be really powerful. We really need a special wall. If we can get our hands on maybe Bronzor. I don't know. Bronzor, I think, resists. Well, it resists grass. I think it resists psychic. So really the only thing that would be an issue would be Shadow Ball. So I'm not sure. I really don't know what the solution for this is because it's definitely not a ideal fight for the current Pokemon that I have. Probably what I'm gonna have to do is rely on Sparky Boy and his charge. That increases his special defense. Versus Seeker. Alright, done. That'll come in handy, getting a little extra cash. And the dowsing machine. I like that. That'll give us an opportunity to find hidden items easier. So, I can get behind that. So, I think Sparky Boy, Carpe Diem might be good ones to bring into the fight. Sparky Boy, Carpe Diem would be great to have in the fight. Maybe even Dustox, or Mothra. I think Mothra's got some decent special defense. At this point, I don't know how useful Mothra will be. It does have a quarter. It does resist Magical Leaf. Okay, so we have a Bronzor. Bronzor for our first encounter. Right off the gate, or right out the gate, let's use Stun Spore. Let's do Mega Drain. It's decently weak. I don't think we're in any danger of KOing. Oh. Okay. Super effective. Which means we're definitely not bringing in... we're definitely not bringing Rose to the fight, because Psybeam would probably devastate. I think... We're definitely not going to use Bite. I think Bite is super effective against this Bronzor. Let's just see what throwing a couple Pokeballs looks like. Bronzor, probably a good... Well, let's see. What does Bronzor... Awesome, we caught our Bronzor. So, Miss Magius... Weak to Ghost and Dark. Okay. Now, let's see. Bronzor. Type effectiveness. Okay, so it's going to be weak to Dark Ghost. Okay. Bronzor is no longer a good option because it's Steel Psychic. Man, I thought Steel resisted. Steel resists Psychic, but not Ghost and Dark, which are two other moves that Miss Magius has for Fantina. No, just Shadow Ball. Resist Psybeam, it'll resist. So it resists Psybeam by a quarter. It'll resist the grass what about Dustox? Let's see, type effectiveness. Weak to psychic. Wait a minute. The Gen 4, I'm looking at the Gen 7 or Gen 8. Let's look at Gen 4 type chart. So Gen 4 type chart, Psychic, takes double damage from Bug, half damage from Psychic, half damage from... Okay, double Ghost, double Dark. Steel takes half damage from Ghost, half damage from Dark. So it's damaged normally. And it takes even more half damage from Grass. Okay, Bronzor is totally a good... Bronzor's a great option to bring in. Because it's just damaged normally by... Yeah, okay, I see that now. In Generation 2 to 5, the effectiveness of Dark type moves was 1 time, and same with Ghost. So, Bronzor is a great option to have and take into let's do this. Name Gong Song. Because we're hoping to get this guy into a what is it, like a Bronzong? Okay, so we got our first encounter, a decent encounter. We're definitely going to want to put him on the party right away to level him up, because he's going to have some decent defenses. He's going to have some decent... I'm hoping he'll do well against that. I'm hoping he'll do well against okay, so we've already got a Machop. I'm hoping he'll do well against Miss Magius. Now, we're definitely... Okay, we got a Ponyta. We're definitely gonna avoid doing the Wayward Cave right now until I can get my hands on at least a Geodude and hopefully a Onix. Because if we can do that, the only option we will have at this point, since we did just get a Bronzong or a Bronzor, the only option we will have is a Gibble. And so if we can get our hands on a Gibble, that would be just perfect. We are sorely lacking in the ground effectiveness. I am really afraid to attack this Pokemon. I think we can get away with a I think we can get away with a scratch. Yeah. I don't think we're in any danger if we crit on this next one of it dying. I think we can... Yeah, now it's within... I think it'll be super easy to catch. What are we gonna name this one? What are some pretty famous horses in video games? Epona, Shadowmere from the Elder Scrolls series. Roach. I like Roach. We're going Roach. Oh, it doesn't seem to like Roach. Well, too bad. That's what you're gonna get named. That hurt. Those defense debuffs are really stacking up. Doing some speed ups because I'm impatient. Alright. There we go. Yes. Name it Roach. Alright, so we got a couple extra Pokemon. Like I said, we're going to avoid the Wayward Cave right now, because we're more likely to, at this point, that would have been a really nice encounter. I think it's a flying ground. I'm just going to run away. Yeah, if we were to try and take on the Wayward Cave at this point, I'm pretty sure we would more than likely either end up with a Geodude or a Onyx, which is less than ideal. Alright, let's make our way through the cave. And I think once we get out on the other side, Geodude would have been nice. Well, Bronzor got us closer to our... Bronzor gets us closer to our Gibble no matter what. Because we can either encounter a Zubat, Gibble, Bronzor, Geodude, or Onyx in the Wayward Cave. So, as long as we can get the other two, I don't really have a problem with not getting Geodude right now. I mean, would have been nice, but... I mean, I could try my chances. But as I said, I think we're more likely to encounter a Geodude or a Onyx than we will a Gibble, unfortunately. So, we're not even gonna try. Alright, so with all that, I think once we get to Hearthome City, we'll call it quits. Yeah, I know. You always time so that right as we're walking by, you look. And then once I get to Hearthome, I'm gonna start doing some grinding, getting some levels on like Gongzong, Carpe Diem, and Sparky Boy. I think between those three, we got a good shot at taking out Fantina. Again, because his type effectiveness will allow us to tank quite a bit of hits. Oh, and we get an encounter here too. Oh, that's right. We're on a Route 208 now, I think. I'll have to double check the map, but I'm pretty sure we're on Route 208. Which again is a new location. I think... I don't know what Pokemon we could capture here. I could look it up real quick, but I've spent enough of this video looking things up. Alright, nose pass down. Rose getting in some decent levels. We really need to get a shiny stone, or whatever it is. I think it's the shiny stone that levels Rose up. Okay. Well, let's have our encounter. We'll keep Rose in the lead. She'll be able to stun spore whatever we encounter. We already have a Doofer. Bidoof. We have Doofer already. So run. Alright, we're gonna try and oh, well, never mind. I was gonna try and speed up this encounter, but we're going to encounter a Ralts. So let's stun spore. Oh no! There goes our encounter. Well, we've made it to Hearthome City. Man, I've lost more encounters in this Nuzlocke than any of my prior attempts at a Nuzlocke. I've either knocked out more or they've run away. I mean, fortunately, we haven't lost any Pokemon yet. Knock on wood. Because the last thing I want right now is to lose a critical Pokemon before this battle. And hopefully that's not foreshadowing. Probably shouldn't say anything, but... But I think if we level up Bronzong or Gongzong, I think we'll be able to take on Fantina's gym fairly well. So, let's look at the Pokemon that we have. So Staravia probably won't be as useful. Intimidate is not a great. All of these Pokemon that she has are special attackers. So I don't think that's going to be incredibly helpful. Donald, he's a water type, does have access to some psychic type moves, but that's really only going to be helpful against. It's really only going to be helpful against Haunter. And if we bring Gongzong, what level does it evolve? Level 33, so he's not going to be incredibly powerful. He might not be a great. His special defense, though, is through the roof. $37 already, and he's level 18. If we bring him up to level, 26, he could be a pretty decent tank. Though she has an incredible special attack. 108 base. Or 105 base. That's painful. I think. Can Bronzor learn Earthquake? Oh, that would require us to go into the Wayward Cave, though. Okay. Well, he is on the list. Magical Leaf would shred him. Ghost Shadow Ball would shred him. Not so sure. I don't really have any good special defense. Walls. Psychic would tear him up. It's got a decent special defense. For only being level 20, throw 6 more levels onto it, it might be decent. But that Mismagius is gonna be a bear. Okay, let's keep Carpe Diem. Let's keep Sparky Boy. Psychic would really screw with him. Not really gonna be helpful. Togepi. Toga Party is a normal type. Might be a decent pivot. And I think so here's kind of my plan. Here's kind of what I'm looking at. Togepi, it's going to be tough, but we grind it up, or we get it up to level, and it can be a good pivot if we can predict a shadow ball coming in. Monferno, don't really have a plan for him, just taking him just in case. Luxio could be a wall, but he'll require some setup, so we might lead with him and just start doing some charge. I think if we start, like, we should deal with Duskull first, then start setting up on Haunter, because it'll have Sucker Punch and Shadow Claw. We could probably start setting up on Duskull. I'm only afraid of Will-O-Wisp, so that would be painful. But if we grab a few burn heals, take in, and then just cure the burn before we start sweeping. So we set up with some charges, get his special defense high. We might be able to sweep with Sparky Boy. So Sparky Boy, Gyarados, an alternate sweeper. Put Dreadplate on him and just go to town. Gongzong, a wall, if we need to switch into him to be switch into him to take some hits while we heal up the rest of the party. Dustox or Mothra, an alternate wall, will be destroyed by Psybeam, so kind of a pre-Mismagius wall if we need it. Potential sack if things really start going south. But that's kind of where I'm looking at. But I think this is the team I'm going to try and start setting up. So I'm going to take some time to grind, but I think I'm going to call it for this video. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I really hope to see you guys in the next video.